Maut, was revered as the mother goddess of Thebes, an ancient city in Upper Egypt's fourth nome. The Egyptians associated the vulture with a protective and nurturing mother. Depictions of Mut varied. She was often shown as a woman, sometimes with wings, or as a vulture, frequently adorned with royal crowns like the double crown of Egypt, or the vulture headdress worn by New Kingdom queens. Over time, Mut adopted the attributes of other goddesses and was sometimes depicted with the head of a lioness, cow, or cobra. She replaced Amun's previous consort, Amanuet, the invisible goddess, during the Middle Kingdom, and was believed to have existed alongside Nun, the primeval waters, possibly due to her connection with Amonet, one of the Ogdoad, the 8 ancient deities believed to have dwelled in these waters. Initially worshipped as a local deity, Mut's influence expanded when her husband Amun became the foremost national god during the New Kingdom. As Thebes ascended as Egypt's capital, the Theban gods, including Mut, gained national prominence. Mut became particularly associated with the queen, symbolizing the mother of the nation. This connection was especially evident during the 18th and 19th dynasties, with queens like Pharaoh Hatshepsut and Nefertari Merentenmut, Nefertari, beloved of Mut, the chief wife of Ramesses II, playing significant roles in her worship. When Amun merged with the sun god Ra to become Amun-Ra, Mut inherited the title Eye of Ra, a role previously associated with other goddesses like Sekhmet, Hathor, Tefnut, Bast, and Wadjet. The Eye of Ra symbolized the fierce heat of the sun embodied in the lioness form of Ra's daughter. Additionally, Mut was revered as the mother of the sun in whom he rises, making her both the mother and daughter of the sun god. Montu, the Theban god of war, was initially considered their son, but he was later replaced by Khonsu, the moon god. The Theban triad of Amun, Mut, and Khonsu was venerated at the temple of Amun at Luxor, Ipet Resit. Although Thebes was the center of her worship, Mut was also honored in other locations, including Janat, Tanis, Zau, Sais, and the oases of Karga and Dakhla. Mut was closely linked with other goddesses such as Isis and Nut. Another composite deity was Sekhmet Bast Ra, a 3-headed goddess combining the attributes of Sekhmet, Bast, and Ra, who is described in the Book of the Dead as protecting the dead from disturbance. Mut also appeared as Mut Wadjet Bast, Mut Tempt, and Mut Sekhmet Bast Menhet. During the New Kingdom, the festival of Mut in Thebes was one of the most celebrated holidays. A statue of the goddess was placed on a bark and sailed around the Isharu, the small crescent-shaped sacred lake at her temple at Karnak. The New Year festival also featured a celebration in which Amun's statue traveled from his temple at Luxor to visit Mut in Karnak, a ritual originally associated with the fertility goddess Opet, possibly an aspect of Taweret, to ensure fertility for the coming year. Mut's temple, Atut Emut, the estate of Mut, was located south of the great temple of Amun-Ra, approached by an avenue of sphinxes. She was worshipped here as Mut, the great lady of Isharu, the lady of heaven, the queen of the gods. Despite the temple's association with her vulture form, few representations of her as a vulture exist within the temple itself. Instead, there are numerous depictions of Mut as Sekhmet, the Eye of Ra, many of which seem to have been brought from Amenhotep III's funerary temple on the west bank of the Nile. The Temple of Mut was initially established by Hatshepsut and Thutmose III, and later expanded by Seti I, Ramesses II, Ramesses III, and King Taharka of the 25th dynasty. Mut continued to be worshipped until the Roman period when her temple eventually fell into disrepair.